Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 234 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is so pretty. It actually is called Something Pretty. That's the design name. And the designer for the square is Millie from Millie Makes. And you may have seen her designs before. If you haven't, make sure you check out her link to the written pattern in the description of this video. She is from milliemakes.wordpress.com, so make sure you check out her website as well. You can see today's granny square already. Those popcorn stitches are beautiful, so that gives a really nice 3D look to it, and I really love this pattern a lot because obviously popcorn stitches have been my favorite from the beginning of time. So this is a lot of fun to make. It's a really fast worked up pattern, and I'm only using two colors today. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver yarn. This is just a 10 ply worsted weight, size 4 medium. It's just a polyester or like acrylic yarn, and you can use any double knitting or worsted weight yarn, that any just scraps that you have lying around, you can use those. Also, I'm going to demonstrate this pattern in an H size crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters, so make sure you have that handy, as well as a yarn needle and a scissor, because we'll be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends when we change the color and when we fasten off, so that those tools just come in handy. Before we start though, I do have to mention there are other links in the description of this video. So not only is there that link to Millie Makes pattern, but also there's a link to my Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to share your photos on today's post on Facebook in the comment section. Just share your photo of your square. I'd love to see what popcorns you came up with. What colors are your popcorns? Did you do different colors? You know, because there's 2 rounds of popcorns. Did you do one color of each, or did you make them solid? So let me know what you did. And then also on Instagram, make sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so I can see your squares today, and I'll go double tap them and comment on my faves and all that good stuff. You can also Snapchat me. I'm YARNutopia on Snapchat. And I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make these videos with us. He's our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So make sure you click that eye that's in the corner of this video. Yep. Over there, way over there. Make sure to click that eye and support us in any way you can. For those of you who have supported us, your donation is so greatly appreciated, and we can keep doing video tutorials like this for you, so that's greatly appreciated. To those who have already supported YARNutopia, make sure you click that eye and support us today. So let's get started and make number 234 granny square. Let's start out by making a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, then fold that down and pull it through and pull tight. Insert your hook and we can start. So let's start out by chaining 4. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to come all the way to the beginning chain, the very first chain we made, and make a slip stitch to form a ring. So go into that chain, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. Okay, so now we formed a ring. If you know how to start with the magic ring, you can start that way as well, but we're going to go right into round 1. We're going to chain up 1, and then we're going to put 8 single crochets into the ring. So go into the ring, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a single crochet. So again, go into the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's our second single crochet. This one is our third, so go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so you want to have a total of 8 single crochets for round 1. We are going to slip stitch to the first single crochet right in here. So if you need to, count back 8 and go into that first single crochet we made, and then slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through, and through. Alright, so there's round 1. If you need to, pull this straggler to kind of close that center there. But going right into round 2, if you want to, you can change color just fasten off here, start in any stitch around for round 2. We're going to start off by, I'm not going to change color, so just follow along here. We're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to make a popcorn stitch in this same stitch here. So we're going to put 4 double crochet into this stitch right here where we chained up 3 in. So yarn over, go into the same stitch right here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a double crochet. So you have to make 4 of those. So that was 1. So yarn over, go back into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 2. This is 3 and 4. So now it kind of looks like there's 5 double crochets in there because that chain up 3 counts as a stitch. So you can see here I just pulled this loop up. I'm removing my hook from that loop. We're going to go into the first chain up 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Right at the top of there, we're going to actually insert our hook into that. Then hook the loop on the hook and pull that kind of tight, just like that, and then pull it through that chain up 3. Okay, just like that, and pull tight, and that makes a popcorn stitch. Kind of folds it in half. Okay, kind of making it really puffy. Then we're going to chain 3, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to repeat that around. So in the next stitch, the very next stitch right here, we're going to put 5 double crochets. So 5 double crochets in each stitch it's going to be. We're going to make popcorn stitches in each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets in this very next stitch right here, just like that. Then remove your hook from that loop and put it in the first double crochet of this 5 double crochet grouping, so right in here. Then put that loop back on your hook and pull that through that stitch, and then pull it tight to make your popcorn. Okay, then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and repeat. So go to the very next stitch. We're going to put 5 double crochets in there, make our popcorn stitch, and then chain 3. So at the end of this round, you should have 8 popcorn stitches with a chain 3 in between each popcorn. So then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 3. Alright, when I'm finishing up round 2, we're going to go into round 3. Just let me make my last popcorn stitch and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to slip stitch to the beginning popcorn stitch. So what I'm going to do is just separate these stitches like this and go right into that center there. Yarn over, pull through, and through. Alright, so round number 3, we are going to slip stitch into a chain 3 space, so right in here. If you want to, you can fasten off, change your color, and then start in any chain 3 space. But I'm not going to change color here. I'm going to go into this chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, and then chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now, in the same space, we are going to make a popcorn stitch. So our beginning popcorn stitch is 4 double crochets. So make 4 double crochets in this chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then remove your hook from this loop, put it in the 3rd chain of this beginning chain up 3 here. 1, 2, 3, right at the top. Insert your hook, put the loop back on your hook, and pull it through. Okay, pull it tight, and there's a popcorn. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and put another popcorn stitch in the same chain 3 space. So you might have to scoot this over just a little bit to get 5 double crochets into the same space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Then remove your hook from that loop, go into the first double crochet of that grouping, put the loop back on your hook, and then pull it through. pull tight, and there's that grouping there. Okay, so now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, hop into the next chain 3 space and make the same thing. So make a popcorn stitch, chain 3, and a popcorn stitch, and then chain 3, and do that in each chain 3 space around. So popcorn stitch. Oh my goodness. Let's start that over. Popcorn stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, going a little too fast. 4 and 5. Okay, then remove your hook, put it in the first one, put the loop back on your hook, pull it through, then chain 3, and put another popcorn stitch in that chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then remove your hook, go into the first one, put the loop back on your hook, pull it through, and chain 3. Okay, then hop to the next chain space and do the same thing. So just do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up when you have 16 petals. Alright, finishing round 3, we have to chain 3 and then slip stitch to the beginning popcorn stitch. So just like I showed you in round 2, we're just going to go in the middle of this popcorn stitch, yarn over, pull through, and through. And now going on to round 4, if you're not changing color, just slip stitch into this chain 3 space and then chain up 3 and go on to round 4 with me. But I'm actually going to change color, so I'm going to chain 1 here and cut this yarn, pull that through and pull it tight, and then I'll sew that in a minute. But I'm going to go into any chain 3 space. I'm just going to go right into this one and grab a new color. Okay, hook that on the hook and pull it through. Alright, so now going on to round 4, we need to chain up 3, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, and 3, and in the same space we're going to put 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2, and again, another double crochet. Okay, so now it looks like there's 3 double crochets in there because this chain of 3 counts as a stitch. Then we're going to put 3 double crochets into the next chain 3 space. So 1, 2, and 3. And then hop into the next chain 3 space and put 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, now in the next chain 3 space we're going to make our corner, and our corner is 3 treble crochets, so yarn over twice, go into that next chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. That's a treble crochet, and then we're going to do 2 of those, so, or I'm sorry, 3 of those, so that was 1, going again, yarning over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 2, 1 more, yarn over twice, go in for a 3rd treble crochet. Okay, we're still going to work in that same chain 3 space, so you might need to scoot these over just a little bit, but first we're going to make our corner, so we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and now we're going to go back into that same chain 3 space for 3 more treble crochets. So yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so there's our corner. Now in the next 3 chain spaces, we're just going to put 3 double crochets. So double crochet is in just a yarn over once, okay? And we're putting 3 double crochets in each of the next 3 spaces. So that's 1 space. Next space is the 2nd space. So we're putting 3 double crochets. And the next space gets 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now the next space is going to get our corner. So that's 3 treble crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 3 more treble crochets go in there. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat. So the next 3 spaces get 3 double crochets each, and then the next space gets our corner, which is 3 treble crochet, chain 2, and 3 treble crochet. If you need to follow along with the written pattern, otherwise I'll meet you up at the end of this round. Okay, when you come back around, you want to slip stitch to this beginning chain up 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Right at the top, just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now that is the written pattern part of this project that Millie had made for us. So you could fasten off here and have a lovely square that is part of the written pattern. You can go on to making the either a pillow cover or a blanket that she had used for these squares. But I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger, so I kind of want to modify the last round here. I'm going to add another round, so if you want to, you can follow along here. We're just going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm just going to double crochet into each stitch, and in the corners I'm going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So it's just a basic, solid granny square stitch. So I'm just double crocheting into each stitch across. Okay, on each side there should be 15 stitches, and then in the corners we're putting 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet, just to make this a little bit bigger. And then after this round is when I want to fasten off. So just if you want to, you can do this round. You don't have to. You could do a single crochet round, a half double crochet round, this double crochet round that I'm doing, or you could have fastened off at that point and have a very lovely square. But I'm going to do this round and then I'll meet you up when I fasten off. Alright, I came back around and now I just need to slip stitch to this beginning chain up 3 right here. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and now I can fasten off. So I'm going to chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it through and pull tight, grab the yarn needle right away and sew in that end. And there you have it. Number 234 granny square is complete. It's number 234 today. And that is done. And thank you so much to Millie from Millie Makes to allow us to use this pattern in our project. I thoroughly enjoyed those popcorns. That was a lot of fun to make. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out those links in the description of this video. Make sure to leave Millie some love on her pattern or on her website. Leave her a comment thanking her and sharing your photos on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you hashtag 365 Days of Granny Squares. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy hooking!